Welcome back to Double IPA, our Improper Popoff Arena's special event at Improper City in Denver, Colorado. I'm SilverTabby_FGC.
And I'm Ryudo, and hopefully you are ready for the top 8 Guilty Gear action. We have taken all the juice from Guilty Gear, squeezed it down into a fine bottle, and now we have pure concentrate action here as we reach top 8, starting off a real roundhouse of a kick here. We got CD Mangaka versus crowd favorite Bob.
Yeah, like right from the very start, our first match we saw on stream for Strive today was our lovely man of the glorious hair, Billy Bob, on the right-hand side. And later on, we saw our returning favorites, Mangaka, who's having a hard time counting.
Yeah. and typical of a Soul player, for sure.
He's a Kai player who's just temporarily mandated to play Soul due to the patch balance.
See what Soul does to a human out here, trying to put these numbers together. Billy Bob saying, what the hell? This don't make no sense.
Just smile and nod until he gets the numbers
Yeah,
right.
until he hits start.
He's still counting. He's just putting the fingers down below this web camera.
Right, exactly. But, I have to say, I was kind of chatting a little bit.
He got it. He figured it out. He knows how to count to 8, as we have top 8 here at our double IPA at Improper City in Denver, Colorado. As our first match on the looser side of top 8 is returning crowd fave Billy Bob against Mangaka, which the Anji that we saw from Billy Bob was actually this wonderfully powerful adaptation that was able to, every single round, he went from losing horribly, that was actually pretty even, and then he's like reverse sweeping people. He did get sent to loser side by Havoc Noah, who's currently sitting on the winner's side of top 8.
Correct.
But like, I'm a bit worried that Billy Bobbin's adaptation is not going to be fast enough against CD Mangaka. CD Mangaka is also a very fast adaptation-based player, and the two of them are going to be exchanging back and forth like, oh, you want to do this? I'm going to do this. You're going to do this? It's like, it's going to be hard to catch up to a moving target.
Right.
So I'm a bit worried about Billy Bobbin's ability to adapt. Is just not going to be quite fast enough, as we're going right into it with...
Let's see, here we got Anji versus Soul here. Just going to play it a little bit safe here. CD Mangaka usually likes to start off with playing it a little bit slow here, and I think Billy Bob's a little bit more fine with playing it slow as we've seen the matches progress, because he's just realizing, like, hey, if I give myself enough time to breathe, focus, and give myself the time to actually play out against my opponent, this is going to work extremely well in my favor here. As you can see, the spin coming out between the pressure stream for CD Mangaka, and now Billy Bob has CD Mangaka in the corner.
With the single strongest anti-air in all of Guilty Gear Strive, putting Mangaka in the corner until he just Abares out of there, which is the fancy way to saying, I press buttons like a madman.
But now, counter super again. Billy Bob taking a quick first round against CD Mangaka here, and Billy Bob's hair is just bouncing up and down. Billy Bob's bobs are bobbing around.
That infectious smile when they're like going like fluffy everywhere, that's got to be horrible for this CPU to render.
Right.
All that.
I'm having too good of a time.
Every single one of
watching
those
Billy Bob.
hairs is like individually rendered to the physics engine.
Yeah, exactly. We took this bush and we put it on top of a person's head. Now we have the perfect hair texture. Oh my gosh, but the damage from CD Mangaka right now. Hair don't care for sure.
One of Anji's biggest weaknesses is that his only real frame 1 reversal is raw super. He just didn't have the meter in order to get out of Souls like traditionally from day one. Incredibly powerful pressure.
Oh wow, a nice just block there. Maybe being close enough afterward to throw, but Billy Bobbin doesn't do it. Tries to press a button afterward, and that is a very hard move to contest on block.
I like the minor decision from Mangaka. On the very first round, we saw how the butterfly, when it hit the gun flame, bounced up and hit Mangaka a second time on the way down. He just threw a second gun flame and hit the second butterfly, which Billy Bobbin was not ready for. Like already. Mangaka went from starting the very first stock of this match. We still are a Smash meetup.
Yeah.
The very first stock of this match, he likes to open it up with just this very careful round start. And then on this round, he just charged right for the round start. And he's not giving Billy Bob a moment to breathe aside from that single yellow Roman cancel. Knockdown, backdashes twice out of it. It's like catches, double backdash, jumps out, and PRCs to keep him safe. Mangaka taking the first game of the set.
And still, no shortage from action here from Billy Bob here. Just playing very, very well against CD Mangaka. But CD Mangaka is doing a better job kind of consistently confirming into full damage here.
Exactly. Like that 2S, for example, immediately went straight into Bandit Bringer Revolver and tried to get the extension afterwards. Just disrespecting the butterfly. Just going, it's my turn.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, if it doesn't lead to any sort of combos or whatnot, it's just minimal damage and in a forced block situation. And I think CD Mangaka is very, very confident in their blocking situation considering their DPFC
The yellow Roman cancel, getting the second half of the butterfly. but just breaking out of it. The last second backdash from Billy Bob and getting a counter hit, not able to break the corner of it. Goes, I think that might have been a misinput doing the anti-air spin that early.
Yeah, potentially there, but still, nonetheless, CD Monica takes the other corner and gets a wild throw to close it out here.
A traditional soul. 6H round start. This is an entirely different player than what we saw Mangaka opening up, which is like, careful, jump back, see what I got to do. No, 6H, punch, pull, and block. Boom.
It's a gamble, all right. I mean, if you hit it, you get 30% life lead, especially with a soul. That is beautiful to have.
Although, if it's not a counter hit in particular, the knockdown is pretty mediocre on 6H. You can't really do much with it. 6Ping the moment he sees like Anji trying to anything. Trying to get underneath the butterfly, misses the car cancel window slightly, he's too far under. Billy Bob getting corner pressure off of that miss input. Blocks the overhead, punishable, gets a close slash, tries to reset.
Oh, and gets a throw off the jump there. There we go. Now
very certain Mangaka.
Rex burst. There we go. Pushes it towards the corner here. Full damage. Absolutely freaking lootly. Billy Bob bobbing around here, nodding at the camera. You love to see it. Billy Bobbin
This is really the single best hair in the
FGC.
Like,
in the entire FGC.
We should just
screw
stop.
you, Sajam.
No more top 8. We're now all matches will be decided about how cool your hairstyle is.
Absolutely. And protecting his hair right there, blocking the Bandit Bringer coming in there, but not blocking the overhead a second time here. Billy Bobbin has stolen back the corner for CD Mangaka.
Using the plus frames and the 2D, going underneath the standing jab to try and challenge the plus frames.
Now we're back to mid-screen here, trying to push back in here. Oh, there we go. Nice tricks
Throw
here.
reset.
What the?
Wake up, wild throw.
What the? Who are these people right now? They are in each other's minds right now like parasites. Nice anti-air code.
Anti-air. Oh, almost got the extension, but it was a moment too late.
All right, bursting out here. Wants to keep it safe as much as possible. Nice 2P up Ari on the landing there. And Billy Bobbin gets on the board. Bobbing around once again. Feeling really good. Smiling infectiously.
I just want to call out how just wonderful that series of interactions was. Like jumping over the butterfly, predicting the jump over, realizing it was predicted, trying to empty low and getting grip guarded at the end. Oh, that is huge for Mangaka. With no burst coming back in the next round with the repeated burst gauge. The 6H got parried.
Oh, but the 6S gets parried too. Mangaka not really capitalizing on the PRC situation there. And Billy Bob is going to take him to the corner.
Misses the last dust extension. Text that throw.
Has to use the meter again. Backdashes out. That was so good from Billy Bob. That is such good awareness.
Catches the second backdash with an extra close slash. Air blocked, could not punish the DP, especially the lighter one.
Yep, absolutely. But yo, CD
immediately
Mangaka
challenges air to air, and boom! That hit ignored Anji's best in-game gut scaling because of the crazy amount of risk he had built up right there at the end. He would have survived that normally.
Right, but just that little bit of risk gauge there just closes out everything, making them block, actually have a lot of reward in Guilty Gear Strive.
Not getting the delay quite right to get the far slash extension after close slash. But still.
Ooh, that's not on Fafner. There's nothing that can be done there. CD Mangaka having no meter to speak of, and Billy Bobbin building meter like Bob Builder.
Holds on to his burst and uses yellow Roman cancel on wake up.
All right, trying to dash out here. Keeping that nice neutral going on here. Disrespecting CD
out the
Mangaka.
entire spin.
Ooh. Oh no, that's a great punish. Oh no, a punish opportunity, but not take
it. Too far away in order to consistently punish that. And gets the second gunflame before the butterfly can come down to challenge it.
Wow, what a goal burst! Goal burst and Bob. Oh, but the 6S.
The dash up 6S just barely caught the second butterfly. That butterfly is one of the weaker projectiles to use in neutral in exchange for its incredible power as Okazemi options. But like, just no. I'm the one with a fireball. Sit down.
Yeah,
They
Mom
trade.
says my turn on the Okazemi machine.
Jumps over the butterfly. -2, backdashes, gets hit by late active frames.
All right, nice
Again,
there.
jumping over the butterfly. Mangaka is just like reading these butterflies and punishing them consistently.
Oh my god, and the damage. Billy Bob is bleeding. Someone get this guy a
Another
blood
butterfly. It's like, there's no way he's going to keep viewing butterflies. I punished it so many times. Bonk, butterfly.
It's still doing a lot of work. It's making CD Mangaka actually slow down just a bit here. While it's resulting in damage against Billy Bob, CD Mangaka is slowing down kind of at that mid-range, watching for the butterfly.
Yeah,
there it is.
And because the butterfly is an Oki tool, all the startup is front-loaded. It recovers very quickly, and he's able to anti-air and get the corner. He does it too late and gets thrown himself.
No ground Okazeme there, but still, CD Mangaka will take it with a nice close slash there. now on
Mangaka
match point.
rarely actually goes for the throw. Only uses the support. The 6H into the full corner link.
What a 6P to look under the 6S on Wake Up.
That minor nerf to Soul, where you can now use a low-profile 6P option to beat the 6S, is actually one of the single best things that the cast has to work against Soul's like most powerful neutral button, 6S.
Right. Oh no! How embarrassing! Boy,
it
my
looked
face
like a
would be
normal
red.
jump, but it was actually the anti-air spin.
Oh, but that command throw will do a lot of damage here.
No
And just
meter.
goes to go for the go burst, but CD Manga waits it out! And CD Monica will move on the losers bracket side of things.
There.
But hey, shout outs to Billy Bob, giving a good hug to the great competition that Billy Bob has brought here today. Guys, gals, and binary pals, we've seen some amazing matches here already.
Oh yeah, that was wonderful. And how the competitors, despite all of the counter hits going back and forth, and the extremely frustrating moments that 1-versus-1 competitive deterministic games like this can be. Like, someone's got to lose in order for someone to get that win, but no, like, they're sitting there, they're hugging it out, they're putting out the community in the FGC.
Exactly.
That enjoying the loss is exactly what we want to see in like this top 8. Like, shout out to Billy Bobbin.
No, exactly. Bring a lot of energy to the tournament with a lot of good attitude. And, you know, when it comes to tournament play, it's kind of rare to see those kind of players, right? Who are very excited, who are enjoying themselves the entire way through, win, lose, or draw. They are just smiling and jamming out the entire way.
Those losses feeling so incredibly frustrating whenever they show up. So being able to like laugh it out and smile the entire time is a rare skill.
And,
as next up, our next two competitors are Pip, who I believe is a Smash player, and Teddy, who's been in the Dragon Ball scene for a long time.
Yeah. Once again, kind of from the same background to CD Monica and Yinja. You know, just huge DBFZ backgrounds, very confident in their blocking generally, and very good at structuring offense against the opponent that makes them overthink what they're doing against you.
Exactly. And also, one of Teddy's biggest strengths is he's got this incredibly deep character pool to pull from. Like in Dragon Ball, most people only play like 3, sometimes 4 characters. He was easily playing 10 characters. Teddy oftentimes will swap around his characters after the first round. He usually likes starting off with his Axel, but he'll like swap to he'll swap to, for example, Leo when he finds that his Axel isn't working out very well. I personally like to see Teddy's deep character pool coming into play here. That said, I think this is like a weird matchup because like Faust is like a half zoner with like the thrown items and the giant scalpel, and Axel's a full zoner. So like Faust is the rushdown character here, which is usually a situation Faust is not put into.
Yeah, this is a very, in my opinion, a very unfortunate matchup for Faust. Being taller than most of the cast here, gets hit with things like by 5P, by standing up, can't really run very fast, has a very slow air dash. Anti-airs are pretty much the only thing on point that you have against Axel here. It seems like is heavily in Axel's favor, so I'm very curious to see what Pip pulls out here.
But like, Pip knew that he was the rushdown character in this situation, and like that very beginning round start. How often do you see a Faust round start with like air dash forward to press a button?
Right, exactly.
Never. He recognized the matchup instantly and went on this full aggressive situation, trying to steal the corner, meshing buttons out.
Ooh, and Teddy not blocking on Wake Up there. Gonna go for the cool reset here. But that is going to result in a horn on Okazeme. Very, very nice. Going to let the minis come in here. But just not enough time, unfortunately. But nonetheless, Pip is covering every single instance of the situation.
Except that last moment where Teddy uses the trip guard in order to catch Pip on the landing frame for the throw. But Pip's able to work it out and steal the corner back.
Absolutely. Pip keeping it very clean here. Just making sure that Teddy does not get any opportunity to breathe here. We might be able to see that deep pool that you were talking about earlier, Tabby.
Teddy does have to actually lose a game before we can show any of it.
Oh, absolutely. But right now, Pip is playing in such a way that is making Teddy have to reconsider their options. As well, Teddy hasn't got to play.
In Stry's version of Faust, I was able to play a couple games against Pip in casuals earlier today. In Stry's version of Faust, they don't have very many items, but most Fausts have a little bit of a hard time using them to like build strong game plans around. Pip will recognize in an instant, oh, that's Mini Faust. I can do this entire air string, and when I finally land like -20, the Mini Faust will cover me. And just immediately breaking out with this like really weird, slow, built-up like mix-up tool. Just uses it to make a hard call out. And Teddy, like the last moment, blocks the exploding afro.
Yeah, there we go. Now trying to get out of the corner here. Nice burst is going to come out here. Going to anti-air at the same time. Pip has just been in insane amounts of control. Nice BRC situation on the jump cancel here. Going to move forward with that.
OCGs gets with a jump cancelable button.
Nice 2-2-Ps.
But very slow stagger on it. The jab in Strive is one of the few buttons that you can delay that much.
Right.
Most buttons you can only you can only Gatling out of them during the active frames of the button. So like the longer the active button is active, the longer you delay it. But jab, even during its recovery frames, you can do it. So that 2 delay 2P was wonderful from Pip.
Now we find out the Okazumi situation again. Teddy
Goes
opting to block
for-
it here.
Teddy almost gets fuzzied and blocks chicken guards the second overhead.
Oh, jumps over the command grab this time though. Ooh, just a straight out 5 ace. Gonna steal a burst off of that one here. And Pip has a lot of just work cut out for him here.
Most characters can't actually punish that scalpel check in neutral, except Axel. Giant buttons. The backdash does the throw, not able to punish.
Oh no, in a very unfortunate situation, putting himself into a punishable situation. Pip now loses a round against Teddy for the first one though, in all things considered. Nice 2S there, keeping the situation very clean here. Teddy seems to be warming up a little bit to Pip's play style, not letting him go as crazy this time.
It gets 6P'd with the the mid-range anti-air button. But now, you saw that? Teddy tried to go for a full-screen run-up throw, expecting Pip to take it slow for a moment. I like that yellow Roman cancel to get rid of the overhead threats.
Just keeping the pressure going here, make sure to keep the corner. Like you
Finally
said,
gets hit by the command throw.
Faust is going to be a very, very rush-down character here. Nice
So-
double jump JD for the 2-time overhead on the head.
Getting fuzzied through the afro. Pip taking 2-0 to Teddy as Teddy sits there and decides, no, this is a good matchup for Axel. I'm going to keep running it.
Right, absolutely here. Just has to play it a little bit more differently, play a little bit more ahead of the game here. Not pressing buttons in very disrespectful situation for Faust, but it seems to be kind of a little bit hard for Teddy. All right, nice float up from Pip there. Just doing every single little bit of movement that Faust has to make sure to make the most out of the character, and that's definitely what it takes in this game of Strive.
Teddy trying to do everything he can to, like, okay, there's a hole in that pressure, there's a hole in that pressure. I'm going to get out of this situation. Blocks it.
Oh.
And the command throw. So, Teddy's Dragon Ball experience makes you exceptionally good at handling stagger pressure because of how powerful stagger pressure is in Dragon Ball. But command throws are pretty bad in Dragon Ball. You can react to almost all of them. Almost every single time that Pip has gone for the Afro command throw, Teddy's eaten it.
Yeah, it's a very hard situation to escape out of, especially when you think of Faust's different buttons and whatnot.
Challenging with, like, just the simple kicks.
All right, gets the anti there with the 5P there. Gonna do a little bit of a knockdown. All right, gonna have to take this one. Oh, whoa, never mind.
That is punishable on block, but Teddy went for a basic throw, and the command throw is throw invulnerable. Manages to dodge out of the Afro almost accidentally because he had been jumping a lot in that situation previously.
Right. Oh, Banana kind of maybe saves Dave a little bit there. Pip getting a little bit more room away from Axel. Oh.
Pip is actually about to get chipped out.
Yeah, nice run in 2S from Teddy there from half screen. Really trying to snuff out Pip's movement here. Getting a little bit better as time goes along, but it still needs a lot more damage to go behind
Teddy's
it for sure.
stealing people's lunch, just like these are my bananas
Right,
now.
yeah. I need some potassium.
Plus frames, overhead, blocks it. Baits the throw on Wake Up. This isn't Guilty Gear anymore.
All right, nice Jage there to try to prevent Teddy from doing anything.
The clash situation, but neither of them were quite ready for
Oh, this is really hard. Yes, exactly.
There it is. Teddy putting a point on the board. Teddy has to make 2 more of those matches before Pip can put 1. As we're still on the loser side of the top 8 in our double IPA arena.
Yeah, and one thing I'm really liking from Teddy as the adaptation goes on is that Teddy's doing a lot more kind of ahead-of-time moves to make sure, like 2K there upon lane, just to make sure that Pip doesn't get the opportunity to get their own game going.
Because, like, Axel's loss condition has always been getting stuck in the corner, and Faust has some really unique ways in order to interact with it with all the item tosses that once Axel's in the corner, he doesn't have access to anywhere near as many of his, like, jump back options like that.
Oh, and commits to the mix anyway. Oh, but doesn't get the punish off the 2S whiffing, but that's absolutely fine. Pip's going to get a lot of damage off this. Oh,
I think that was a
unless-
burst bait. That entire time, Pip did not press any buttons in there. Like, was trying to, like, travel upward to get Teddy to press the burst button.
Nonetheless, it's a
The
very
6P to challenge the preemptive anti-air and empty jump command throw. You can't react to it. You just have to take the guess. And fuzzy overhead. Tries the chicken block out. Standing overhead.
All right, now Pip on match point here is playing very, really strongly against Teddy.
Again, immediately goes for jump, air button, dash, air button, trying to take that
Nice
gold burst to prevent Teddy from taking his plus frames.
All right, push towards the corner again.
Charge dust. Teddy's like, no, no, I want out, I want out. Stop building up my, no, that's a lot of risk gauge getting sent down. And the reset in there?
All right, 6H again, gonna try for the Scalpel Pool. And one thing Teddy is not doing against the Scalpel Pool, unfortunately, is using 6P to kind of anti-Scalpel Pool. So Pip is getting away with that for just a little bit of additional safe situations, but oh, that's so much damage.
Not able to get the wall break he needed to finish off the round. Big counter hit. Has to make this count. Back into this. Yellow burst.
Ah, an overhead again.
That's just 2-2, right?
Nope. Nope, that's over.
Oh, that's
over.
Over.
Match point.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, nerves shaking. Really good play. And I have to say, that's very, very good because as a Faust player, having some of your worst matchups out of the way like that is a great journey to have as we head into like the rest of this tournament here. Knowing what characters we have left. We have Eno, which kind of is a little bit more closely even in my opinion.
Yeah, Faust's long neutral buttons can shut down Eno's approaches from happening, but once Faust gets stuck in the corner, you don't want to be against Eno in the corner.
Right, exactly.
As our next match coming up is going to be Havoc Noah and MDP Poet. Speaking about Eno, Havoc Noah.
Yep.
Potentially the single best Eno player in Colorado. Am I feeling confident enough to say this side of the Mississippi? Havoc Noah is damn good.
Mississippi's pretty wide in the West out here, so.
Against MDP Poets, who's shown both Baiken and Zato today in the matches. I think Baiken is a better choice against Eno due to Zato's honestly horrendous defense. But Zato, on the other hand, has a much stronger neutral thing, so it's basically like a high-risk, high-reward situation. On the other hand, you're against Eno and Noah. So the decision on whether to go for the high-risk, high-reward or the more stable Baiken is something I'd like to see on character select, as they're taking a moment to make sure we do not get a repeat of our controller desynchronization issue that ruined 2 matches today on stream.
So taking the time to make sure to do that, as you should always do per every tournament, as best you can. It's hard to kind of do it yourself for your own controllers, so make sure that you do it after you see a match happen, just to make sure it keeps clean and clear.
When the PlayStation 4 first came out, you actually could desynchronize your own controller.
Yeah.
About a year and a half afterwards, they pushed a patch removing that feature.
For some odd reason.
Several majors were still gotten used to that like day one situation where you could desync your own pads and had like explicit rules written out. It's like, at Frosty Fausting's official rules, you must desynchronize your own pad before leaving the station. You couldn't do that anymore. They didn't change the little text on that. It's like now it's like your responsibility when you sit down in the first place to desynchronize the pads. As he goes for the high-risk, high-reward playstyle, thinking that the overwhelming neutral power is going to prevent Noah from ever getting in with Zato. Of course, he can still fall back on the more consistent Baiken matchup against Eno if he loses a round like this.
Right.
But like, we're going to be seeing explosive rounds where someone is going to die very quickly. The other person's probably going to have full life bar at the end of it.
Right, exactly. So let's see if MDP Poet is able to bring it out against Havoc Noah here. So we're going to our winner's side match. This will be qualifying for winners finals here.
As the winner of this side, I'm not looking at I'm not bringing up the Smash GZ if it's going to get rid of Twitch chat, because I love Twitch chat.
Duel 1.
All right, so opening gambit here. Havoc Noah usually likes to do, I was going to say attack on in the first part of the match here.
Rush
just to kind
down
of
versus zoner matchups, which this is exactly it, because Zato is the zoner here and Eno's the rush down. That opening gambit is the single most important moment in the entire section, but Poet was able to pull out of it after losing the opening gambit, and even has a burst his way. Never mind about the burst.
All right, gets
the oppose there, but not able to confirm the counter hit after another oppose into a command throw to punish. Basic Oki. Havoc Noah challenging the second hit. There is a gap there. You can actually jab through it if you're careful. Havoc Noah getting the timing wrong. 6P, not just barely blocking in time.
All right, now pushing towards the corner here. Yeah, just going to use Eddie the entire way through, making Havoc Noah have to deal with Eddie instead of actually getting himself into danger there. Very good play from MDP Poet here. Going to take the first round.
Both the people jumping up, but Havoc Noah using Eno's stronger air buttons. The extra overhead mix. It makes it unpunishable on block, the dust, in exchange for being like a true 50-50 high-low. They clashed with heavy stroke.
Wow, that's actually impressive there, but Havoc Noah being very undeterred here, saying, cool, I mean Eddie's dead. I get to play for a very long time here.
Double low. Like I said, someone's going to end up with a full life bar in most of these matches.
Ooh, nice bar slash there to start off the match here. You're going to push towards the corner, and I think that's what Indie Poet's goal is. Try to push Havoc Noah to the corner first, and then get a lot of opportunity to play the game.
Ino's defense is also relatively mediocre. Her jabs have some weird hitboxes on them. She basically only has her 6P, which is one of the best 6Ps in the game as an anti-air, in order to keep herself out of the corner. Otherwise, she has to spend a full bar of meter. But even Zato doesn't even have a frame 1 reversal outside of that burst he just used. And now using the oppose in order to challenge the note and the Eddie cross up to take it. Noah backdashing on wake up.
Flying over there. There's that 6P like you mentioned a little bit earlier, Tabby.
The anti-air going to get chipped out at this rate unless Poet can faultless defense.
Ooh, that's definitely going to reach.
Goes right through the oppose.
Yeah, absolutely can't oppose the oppose with the super there. Still great stuff from Havoc Noah, keeping it steady here. You know, not being outplayed by the Eddie situation, definitely realizing like, okay, you're going to play with Eddie a lot more. I want to try to kill Eddie, case in point, and then I'm going to rush in afterward.
No, Poet's backing off right there because Poet like did a triple Eddie move and actually drained the Eddie meter a bit too quickly. He was waiting for the full recharge to happen. One of the things that Poet does really well is managing that Eddie meter, especially after the buff to how many times you can use Eddie before having to reset it. Because like right in the middle of that combo, he actually recalled Eddie to reset the meter, which is something that's really hard to keep track of usually. Here he's going to spend a super to get the meter back, although he wasn't expecting to actually hit. Gets a clean round with basically a full life bar.
Yeah, looking real good there from Indie Poet here. Coming around here. And I do like to actually get the early Eddie use, as you kind of mentioned earlier. Uses it very early, but once it kind of gets to the corner, that gives Indie Poet the ability to kind of close the distance and get their game started just from a purely Zato standpoint.
And like right there, Noah jumped out of the corner. Poet predicted the jump out, but just barely missed the timing on the dive kick.
All right, Sword super there to refresh.
Taking the plus frames and gets the Eddie cross up. The Eddie got recalled a moment too quickly and wasn't able to get the full conversion. Dodges the first half and doesn't get the confirmation on the punish. Jabs out.
Yeah, nice little 2P there from Indie Poet. And this match is going blazingly fast as they go one apiece here.
We can't keep track of how fast these guys are moving.
Right.
Like, this entire thing is like, I sleep for a single second and I'm done. Immediate burst. So, subtle thing about the burst, it hits Eddie and ends the Eddie meter as well. Poet was able to recover before Eddie came back, and Poet got counter hit and loses Eddie again. Like that Oki and that hit looked way weaker than normal because he just ran out of Eddie meter.
Exactly.
Wake up throw, we're playing Guilty Gear.
Oh, there it is. Eddie on the uncharged dust. That does so much damage. Going to get the Eddie meter back and positive bonus to boot here. Indie Poet is eating right now.
The triple backdash to avoid the Eddie jabs.
All right, nice tech throw there. Just using the JD to get out of the situation there. Nice. Frog wins again.
So there's actually one interesting note on this matchup that Oppose has actually a really long recovery on once he puts up the counter situation. A lot of characters can actually just full screen run up throw when you put out an Oppose like that. Guess who doesn't have a grounded dash?
Yeah.
Can't throw you.
Ino is not eating as much as Indie Poet right now. Can't get in fast enough to be able to do anything, but Havoc Noah is showing that just because I can't run, there isn't any lack of speed for anything I'm doing here. Nice empty jump low. All right, very good here from Havoc Noah, taking another round back from Indie Poet here, who's going to take the second match.
6P round start in order to challenge that far slash we've been seeing previously. But that entire time, Poet was moving up without Eddie to cover it, and so Ino won the neutral interactions. And the burst ruined the Eddie meter.
Yeah, now MD Poet's on the backside here. This is definitely where MD Poet has shown the most weakness so far. Yes, MD Poet has been without Eddie at times, but it's mostly been because the opponent's in the corner and not MD Poet themselves.
I want to call out that perfect Eddie recall when he had like a pixel of energy left on the Eddie meter. But then the super getting counter hits. The OTG taking the round.
All right, Noah going up 2-1 against MD Poet here, but
it's been swapping sides so quickly. It's kind of hard to keep track of who won it. I like the backdash in the air. Gets caught out by the stroke the big tree.
All right, nice dive there for the little bit of delayed pressure. Got into the corner here. Ooh. Yes, and going to go for the Daro resets here. Yeah, this time, though, has to break the wall way too high. Can't get an actual reset off of that one.
But, like, Poet's got basically no health left. Frog oppose. Again, the burst is ruining Eddie and his ability to keep Noah out of neutral. No one realized this and just double air dash, anti-air super.
And, you know, that's not a terrible thing for MD Poet, quite honestly, because getting the burst when you had like a 75% life loss, that's actually really good for MD Poet going into the second match here. We'll have a burst to be able to speak of. Noah, less likely.
As soon as Eno gets on top of you, you just have to guess. Like, that extra overhead, totally unreactable, and as long as Noah's got the meter, it's plus on block. You can't do anything about it.
Ooh, very nice oppose to get the note out of the way here. Nice 5P to disrespect. Has to make the most out of this. Flies out of it, but still, the note moves slightly up.
I think that was a checkmate situation. If he had flown forward, Havoc Noah was in the middle of jumping to air him. If you flew backward, he got hit by the note.
It was a very, very well-covered situation, and that's definitely the Havoc Noah special. Doing a lot of stuff, using a lot of buttons to make sure that every situation is covered as much as possible.
Like, it actually fundamentally came down to the moment that MDP Poet lost his Eddie meter, he just couldn't contest neutral anymore. And Poet was like, zoop, 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 hey, I'm in your face. And the most common spot where that happened was actually Noah just used burst. As soon as, if Eddie's out when you press burst, you lose Eddie.
Right.
That's a huge downside in the match, and you have to be like, you have to be able to handle that post-burst situation.
That is kind of
Noah's extreme experience playing Guilty Gear since, like, before Dirt was invented.
He's not that old. he's also an XR baby like me, so.
As next up on our winner's side of the match, we have Yinja, who, returning from Okay, he was in Colorado for several years. He moved to Vegas.
Yep.
And now he's back in Colorado for a short period of time. I believe he's going to be here for about 2 months.
Correct.
Returning with his Mei, which has been his like favorite character. He's got the Mei hoodie, not on him right now. He's got this giant inflatable anchor at home. Like, he just loves running around playing Mei. And I think like this version of Guilty Gear Strive is like built for Yinja's playstyle of making these like, you're gonna press a button here. You know what? I just like felt like doing an overhead.
Right.
Like, he just has this instinctual feel for what's going to happen next in the match. And with Mei having crazy high damage output for being able to hit those counter hits, while also having reset opportunities, while also having powerful Oki, while also having multiple plus on block options, Mei and this version of Strive is basically just perfect for Yinja's playstyle. While I don't have as much information about Voltion, who's playing a powerful chip.
I mean, like you said, the high damage kind of coming out of here, just going to make it a very, very hard situation for a chip player like Voltion here. So let's see if they're able to avoid the situations in the first place before they start bleeding.
So one of the other things that makes the Mei chip matchup interesting is, realize he dropped the combo and went for the burst, because Yinja did in fact press a button there. He just went for the burst a bit too early. Is that one of the reasons why it's hard to catch Chip? He's got this unique triple jump that goes exceptionally high. Mei's standard jump also goes uniquely high, so Mei's one of the few characters who can actually chase Chip in the air all the way across the entire screen with all those dolphins.
And with really good air-to-air buttons and air-to-ground buttons on Mei's side, it just makes it very, very hard. And Voltion trying to get away from backdash is absolutely not going to work against Yinja.
Backdash this, backdash this, backdash this.
Just having a great time chasing around here. Yeah, Yinja's just throwing out normals all the way through, and every time Voltion tries to approach, there is a counter hit on the deck here.
Like, oh, I'm going to cross up. Nope, I'm ready. Anti-air 6B.
Oh, he needed using the Alpha Blade. That was so dirty.
He jabbed out the Gamma Blade and challenged afterwards. Like, exactly. Yinja just knows, and he's just going to press the button blindly because, like, he knows what's going to happen.
And they're going to try to use the super here. Not a lot of damage, but nonetheless, it's going to break the wall with Okazeme on the other side with a positive bonus. So, got to take what you can here. Oh, and blocks the up dolphin here. Going to be great damage. There's no burst on Yinja's side. Nice. And the DBFZ finish for the DBFZ player.
On the best stage, added with the patch, the White House, which, for those of you who haven't noticed, is currently flying in the sky.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just like Balam Garden from Final Fantasy VIII. All right, continuing the pressure here. Just doing a great job. There's that 6P once again, doing so much work for Yinja.
Yinja not blocking his toes, but the extremely low damage output on that one due to the unique stagger state on the yellow Roman cancel. Not close enough to the corner to get the full conversion there. That H was attempted to be a full screen dolphin. It's like, you're going to press a button here. Boom!
Yeah.
Just like, burst, presses a button, gets hit, presses a button again. It works.
Yeah, just Yinja is just doing such a good job making a lot of coverage with a lot of the wide Mei buttons that come out there. And I mean, Voltion's definitely doing a good job trying to play around it a little bit here and there, but ultimately it's scary. It's ultimately scary.
Absolutely
when you
scary.
are made of
just
paper.
Sit there. It was just this like crazy woman just like did anchor.
It's like, when does she stop? That's funny. Stop?
Yinja doesn't stop.
Yeah. Can't jump high enough? No, gonna let it rock, actually. Ooh, nice throw there on the landing from Voltion. All right, Voltion throwing some mix in here, but gonna take, oh, wow.
Blocks it.
There we go, Voltion in the game here. And opting the burst, Yinja feeling confident.
Again, Yinja's not blocking his toes. He's expecting a throw there and trying to punish it. He's just committing to an option blind. It's like, you're gonna throw here.
But still, Voltion keeping up very, very good. Even back to the corner here. Voltion ready to press some Abari buttons to prevent Yinja from coming in.
Mei's dolphins are uniquely impossible to punish. Like, they're spaced out incredibly far, and even if you were point blank, you couldn't get a jab punish on them. It's like this really weird RPS situation. It's heavily in her favor, as just like a single dolphin goes your way and like get wrecked.
And get wrecked Voltion did there. That was a damn near perfect.
Oh, you're just going to block round start? I'm just going to throw you. Like, look at him just running full screen to throw people.
And when people wonder why Chip has a DPs, to get out of situations like this one. Nice 6P though.
Wow! The instant overhead blocks it.
All right, corner game here. Nice backdash. Gonna get out of the corner with the Alpha Blade. Now finds it back into the corner here. The backdash does not work out.
Yinja trying to do a backdash and air to ground button, and Voltion not having it. Like, no, sit still. Oh, wake up, up dolphin. Mistimes the meaty.
That was really unfortunate for Voltion because Voltion did have a lot of meter to actually work with in that last little section there. Did get the hit from the Rekka, but just doesn't cancel anything. And yeah, I think Yinja's starting to smell a little bit of blood in the water here, figuratively and literally.
The Alpha Blade while it's invisible.
All right, into the corner here, going to do some massive damage and get positive bonus off of this. And now Mei, 50+ meter, can cancel off of any sort of dolphin that happens.
Gets crossed up, not expecting that the Chip's powerful buttons to actually hit there. And Yinja waking up backing. There was no counter hit, just not blocking his toes.
All right, just going to go for the air throw here. Nice and simple. Going to get the knockdown, has a positive bonus, and
wakes up the up dolphin again.
Oh, and the burst is taken too!
This is a very bad spot. Yinja's on match point. Voltion's got no burst. Yinja's got no burst.
Yeah.
And has to get through 1, 2, 3, 6 Meis in a row.
It's going to be a maze of Meis right now. But I will be amazed to see it happen here. Voltion can make it happen here.
Not quite able to get the Alpha Blade combo confirmation. Chases the backdash with a Roman cancel.
All right,
Yinja never slows down. Always waking up. He's always up backing in that situation, just taking the hit on the yellow Roman cancel.
Yeah, absolutely fine with that. Yinja just realizing, like, I can make up for all this damage here. I can play the long game. Oh, there it is again.
Just presses the button on wake up.
And right through the walls of the White House. All right, Voltion staying alive here, making sure that Yinja doesn't get their game point. Ooh, and
just jabs out of the overhead before he even gets a chance to block it.
Yeah, that's very good from Yinja. Just using a lot of
again, wakes up, presses the button, immediately gets hit, burst, base the burst. Like, Yinja never stops. Like, there's a gap here. I'm going to use this gap. I'm going to use this gap. I'm going to press this button. You're not going to stop me. I'm going to throw that just anchor right in your face. Oh, that's a huge counter hit.
All right, into the corner here.
Not able to get the full conversion. Blocks the low. Yellow Roman cancels out. Blue Roman cancels. Gets countered.
All right.
Doesn't have the meter in order to get the corner kill. Comes out with the yellow Roman cancel. Because that was a stagger situation, it got the low damage, and Yinja gets the throw resets, putting Voltion down into loser side.
Yeah, it is one of those situations that you don't let the match numbers fool you. Sure, it was 3-0 Yinja and whatnot, but ultimately, you know, Voltion played it out thoroughly and made it very close in every single round. It was just playing super, super well, keeping up with Yinja.
Yeah, this 3-0 thing that you see on Smash GG tells you almost nothing about how the game actually went through. As next up, going on to our loser side, we are seeing MDP Poet and Pip. playing it out in order to get out of top 6 and into top 4.
So this will be an interesting one, quite honestly, because, you know, we've been seeing a lot of power from Pip in terms of Faust. Very, very good awareness, very good at rushing down and whatnot, and has the confidence to play that matchup very well.
On the other hand, the reason why Pip had such a hard time against Teddy is because the Faust's weak matchup against zoning happening on. And guess what Zato is?
Yeah.
Instead of throwing like a comma across the entire screen, he's throwing like a frog across the screen.
But I will say, a lot of Faust tools seem to do a pretty good job if you approach from the ground with Eddie. Can kind of get caught by like 2 H's, far slashes, and bomb love in the air to prevent Eddie from moving any further. So he really have to rely on Frog, which then Faust can crawl. So
yeah,
I'm
Faust has like this unique, like most characters, they're crouching, they're just like kind of sitting there. Faust just like pancakes. You can like low profile, crazy amount of stuff with Faust just sitting there unintentionally.
Right, right.
And that's not to mention that a decent amount of Eddie stuff can be 6P'd. It's like you have to be like really careful and cognizant and like be aware of it ahead of time. So they just go straight into it, skipping the intros. Realizing how important the opening gambit is, both sides just like pressing aggressive buttons, using the frog on, and just the very first moment that there's an opening happening in the corner, bursts out of it.
All right, and early in the corner here is Pip right now. Just, landing right on the mini Faust here. Gets the opportunity to run in, and great goal burst by MD Poet.
So, one of the interesting things about Zato is basically his best tool for escaping the corner is the fact he can use his dust in order to stay in the air basically forever. But Faust's crazy high jump was able to make it contested.
Yeah, JH is such a contestable button against everything else here. Shark Week coming in.
Just throwing out his
way.
plus on block supers from full screen. Gets finally counter hits because it's really hard to chase Faust's extremely high, just float up in the air momentum.
All right, now the corner is here.
Tries to jump out with that dust in order to keep in the air. And uses the dust to go for an empty low mix-up with a frog to convert the 2K.
Yeah, that was very, very clean there from MD Poet here.
Surviving with less than a heart left of life left on the meter.
All right, gonna just kind of hit that. Oh, doesn't go for the scalp pull to keep the combo going, but that's absolutely fine. Can you get over the bomb here?
Just flying around using the dust in order to stay airborne.
Oh,
backdashes out of the command throw.
All right, gonna try to chase here. There's that nice 2S anti-air there. Gonna get a couple items out here, and that's exactly what's needed here. But the 2H.
He used the oppose to block the initial and used the 2H to punish, but got hit by the follow-up items. Triggers Mini Faust, blocks it.
All right, trying to stay above there. Nice gold burst from Pip. Gonna throw a bunch of items out here. This is a very good situation for MD Poet.
Oh, he did the extra version, like where he threw like twice as many items.
Yeah, the 10-item pool. But unfortunately, it seems to not pan out at all for Pip. All items coming up on MD Poet's side.
Tiny little sliver of life left on both ends.
Yeah.
Gets hit empty low.
Very, very good here. Both of them playing very, very well.
Both of those games, Poet had this tiny little sliver of life left. Just like those both were incredibly close.
Right. It was just a matter of closing it out here. You know, Pip just kind of going for the luck factor on that very last little gambit. It just doesn't work out. Oh, and the reaching 5H, actually doing a lot of good work there.
I like the choice on the 5H because Poet has actually showed, like in the Noah match previously, that he likes to like approach his opponent when he's got an Eddie situation that wasn't post-burst. Poet actually was out of meter, so Pip just threw out the 5H. Ooh, that falling flame hit Eddie on the recovery and removed the meter.
Yeah, absolutely. JD
again,
a very good tool there. Oh, wow, gets a 2H off of the air hit just at the very end there. Pip, good confirmation there.
Pip knowing exactly how to use the positioning of every bomb and the instinctual knowledge about the timer.
Ooh, that's going to be good damage there. Yes. Another bomb for your troubles here.
Not blocking his toes. Poet using that oppose in order to set up Eddie in order to gain space in neutral. Preemptively throwing out these 6P anti-airs. Catches the landing recovery of a trip guard.
All right, nice YRC there, but going to use A to try to push towards the corner here. That's exactly the winning condition that MDP Poet wants. Ooh, what a good 6P to go through the far slash. All right.
It's okay, Frog is here.
Frog is here.
Not able to confirm into the super that would have killed there, but doesn't need it. The trade. Faust gets knocked down.
And a trade that, you know, MDP Poet is very, very happy to have here. All right, trying to use the love to kind of stay a little bit above Eddie just a bit here to buy more time. But I think Improper Popoff is getting a lot more comfortable with the overall situation that gets facing Faust here. Jumping over the banana like it's nothing.
Again, every time that when he notices he's got run out of Eddie meter, floating around, playing patient in the air, like baiting out buttons, just like blocking.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Even if you do take a hit from Faust while you're in the air-to-air situation, you know, it puts you full screen. Faust isn't fast enough to really close the distance, and it buys you more time for the Eddie meter.
He went empty low and didn't press the button, baited the yellow Roman cancel, takes the next character 2-0 as Poet is on match point.
Yeah, both of these players, once again, playing extremely well here. Pip is playing very, very well around MVP Poet, but it's just a matter of being able to close out these matches. And I think that's where Pip is lacking just a little bit, and it's just getting worse here.
Like just when we saw in that first game, Poet survived those with only tiny slivers of life both times. Like a one extra hit in either of those games would change the entire story of this match.
And the corner is here, and MVP Poet has just a bunch of meter to work with. And lands on the own banana too, so even losing a little bit of advantage there. All right, sword comes out. Will you run under? Absolutely, but tries to go for the air throw instead of a ground punish. That is unfortunate there.
Got set up into a sandwich situation by running under. Eddie appears where the sword actually hits there. And with a quick reset, Poet's on match stock.
All right, so let's see here. Starting off with a 6H there, trying to just show a little bit of disrespect here, but hey, it may pay off here. All right, instant overhead situation, double
Instant overhead. Tries a 6P in between there, recovers in time, says screw this and bursts out. Getting a gold burst there because it was a non-clean block string. Not able to counter hit the item toss. Gets put into the bad hair day, but charging over.
Oh, and that puts it on fire too on top of everything else. 5H.
Because of the counter hit situation, Pip was not able to capitalize on the exploding afro to get a full combo, like he is getting off this custom combo Roman cancel.
All right, keeping MVP Poet out here. Pip is just needs to keep a little bit of distance away, and there is a great job with the 2P, just using it as a preventative approaching button. But MVP Poet still on match point here, just pushing towards the corner.
Swapping up to a much more aggressive play style, running up and getting the command throw, which recharged the Eddie meter and the process with the extra long animation.
Oh, and that's so much damage.
Was not expecting the counter hit to go through and didn't cancel into the follow-up.
That's so unfortunate, though. Top of like burning the gold burst there from half a screen away. Really, Pip has to make a lot happen here. Oh, no, and couldn't use the JD to light it on fire. Oh, tricky. I like it. Nice 6P, though. As you mentioned earlier, Tabby, just a lot of 6P. We'll go through a lot of Zato stuff. Oh, and that's going to be very good.
Gets corner pressure. Only a tiny sliver of life left for Pip. Poet just needs one clean hit.
Oh, wow.
Gets the command throw. The fist bump goes through, and Poet's going to advance to our top 4. As Pip made it all the way to 6th place, which is a really impressive running. That was like one of the best Fausts I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah.
Pip had this wonderful awareness of when to use items and perfectly set up situations where the item would just like, that hit? And then the item like explode at the end, he would dash up and get a full combo. We were especially seeing that earlier in the stream. It's like Pip was an amazing Faust overall.
Right,
but
exactly.
Poet maintaining his tournament run, going forward with his Zato.
Yeah, Pip playing very, very well, as you said there. Just doing a lot of good situations where I know that as a character who's a little bit more undertuned in this version, I need to kind of rush down. I need to play a little bit more disrespectful. I need to put you in these awkward situations that make you think for half a second that I'm going to be doing something else and capitalize off those situations. But MVP Poet just really good about, okay, I escaped the one situation. Let me put the pressure back onto you because you have to think about a lot more stuff than I do, and that works out super well in my favor.
As long as I can force you to be taking more risks than me, it's going to work out in my favor in the long run.
Exactly. All right, so we're getting Morganka versus Voltion up here. We saw Voltion a little bit earlier with Chip on the winner's side. Going to be facing CD Monica's sole bad guy.
So, I'm biased against Chip. I hate the Chip matchup when I play against him. But I have to admit, Voltion's ability to make up these powerful reads, like we saw against Yinja, even though Yinja won the match overall, Voltion baited so many bursts correctly predicted so many wake-up options that Yinja went for. It basically just came down to the smaller life bar that Chip had for the Mei high damage output. Voltion just got fewer opportunities to show off those good decision-making. And that powerful read and decision-making is going to become into wonderful, is going to be incredibly valuable against Mangaka coming up.
Yeah.
Mangaka, like, acts like he's a slow, patient player, and then he's just going to, like, randomly wake up throw. Wake up wild throw.
Yeah, it's like, if I'm going to throw everything at you.
Exactly. Mangaka having multiple speed settings for his gameplay that he's like swaps back and forth on a dime is going to be it's one of the harder things to adapt to in this game, but Voltion has like shown he has the capability of adapting like instantaneously to it.
So let's see if this pays off here, because it's kind of a wild
Gold burst
lead.
hits.
Wow. Okay. I was gonna say something. Wow, and a gold burst in return.
Stole the corner. Yellow Roman cancel. Mine is better, and I'm up the meter exchange for that. Catching the counter hit of Chip trying to escape the corner of Alpha Blades.
This is some sort of world record for 200 meters spent, the fastest in the Guilty Gear Strive matchup. And holy shit!
Damn it!
Where'd your life go?
There. Sit down. It's my life bar.
Oh my god, what an explosive start to the match here.
Voltion opening up with the exact same opener, but didn't gold burst at the end.
Yeah.
Able to get corner pressure, and then did not predict the DP on wake up.
All right, nice run
Anti-air.
there. 6P.
Goes for the high-low mix. One of each. Backdashes on the Rekka pressure.
All right, has the corner here. Voltion needs to be confirming to a little bit more action here, because Mangaka is living life right now, just only getting poked out and just going to get big damage on turn.
And then, the moment he gets a hit, Mangaka just wakes up with DP, and Voltion was not ready to adapt to it. I'm personally expecting Voltion to bait the next DP on the next wake up he gets an opportunity for, and Mangaka to not actually wake up DP. He's like going to wake up with close slash or something.
Voltion's like, I will do you one better. I'm going to run up my opponent and raw DP instead.
Mangaka trying to take space early on and getting his own DP in his face on his own pressure. Try to go for the optimal conversion, the 2S counter hit, and bursts out of it, not wanting to deal with it.
And there we go. Nice JH there to push up the pressure.
Mangaka realizing the harsh situation he was in, using his Roman cancel to get out of it. There. The counter hits JD. It hits very deep, so it's nearly impossible to anti-air with. And Chip has one of the fastest air dashes in the game, so it's a true mix-up tool. Most people, it's more of a mobility tool than a mix-up tool. Mangaka taking the first round with another throw to finish it off both the characters.
Right, right. And I would say kind of in a parallel with the
6-8 round start.
Parallel with the matches that we saw before, and exemplified there. You know, Mei Soul has great damage, especially against someone with low life like Chip. And so I think that's going to be the hardest part for Voltion here, keeping up with the Johnsons.
Voltion showed a wonderful ability to make those hard reads on the match we saw on Yinja previously, but is having a hard time getting a connection to Mangaka. Because like, there's DPs, and then he's like waking up with smart things. They just blocked an entire pressure string without a single counter hit, and then he got woken up counter hit there?
It's wild.
So I'm going to call that a successful read, in that Mangaka woke up in a situation without Dragon Punch, got counter hit, trying something. Voltion did not read the Dragon Punch.
And that's the kind of play style that CD Mangaka very much excels at. But oh, wow!
He just sweeps himself out of the mix-up?
No mix-up, no problem.
The fast blue Roman cancel, the two of them trade?
All right, nice.
That time he challenges the stagger pressure, because Voltion had actually never shown the Rekka finisher until that moment. And he was using it as a combo finisher rather than as a mix-up tool.
Yeah, not using it very, very often there. Just trying to saving that shit for Evo, as they say. But CD Mangaka is showing all the
close slash starter drops it.
Yep, just got PRC here and try to just make sure that
Voltion uses the extra double jump in order to get away from it, and uses the Ninja Star to prevent an anti-air. But still isn't enough of a read. Voltion has to reverse sweep. One of Colorado's best players in order to stay in this. He's not been able to adapt to Mangaka's like alternating intelligent and monkey play style. There, first time he shows the overhead, gets the hit. The key thing about the Chip overhead is you have to react to like the back foot moving up rather than him leaving the ground. It's the only way you're going to have enough frames to visually react to it.
Great burst base from Voltion here. That's the exact kind of thing that Voltion needs to be able to take this matchup here. Now, every single mix-up that falls from here is absolutely free for Voltion. Gets to actually play the game for real.
Backdashes an anti-air 5K, not able to get the full punish. Uses the wall run to make just Mangaka just looks like he's like swinging wildly at like a home run rally, and like all the balls are flying past him.
CD Mangaka is trying his best for sure. But hey, that's the kind of Soul Special, right? You get that one hit, and you're able to take the match from there. Oh, goes for a leaf throw as a punish on the DP. All right.
Several times that we saw Mangaka earlier today, he was using the -2 situation after the Bandit Bringer to just do a raw DP. I think Voltion was watching when Mangaka was on stream previously and like saw the situation ahead of time.
All right, wall breaks here again. And there's still no burst on the side of Mangaka yet.
Mangaka trying to challenge the stagger pressure, but Voltion jumps out of it.
All right, towards the corner here.
Doesn't
one more hit will do it. Yes.
Air dash kick. Voltion putting one match game on the board. He's got to make 2 more in a row to keep this top 6 loser side going.
Yeah, Voltion definitely has a tall mountain to climb, like you mentioned earlier. Has to reverse sweep someone like CD Mangaka, especially with the high damage of Soul behind them.
Which I'm not quite convinced that Voltion's gotten a read on Mangaka yet, because most of those hits were like counter hit, immediate burst, counter hit, counter hits. I feel like he got lucky more than he got a solid read. So like this is still like anyone's game, because like right there, Mangaka challenging the plus frames and Voltion not ready for it by going for a slower button.
Right.
Backdashing the run-up situation, realizing that Mangaka had shown either 6P or throw in that dash-up situation. Backdash beat both of them.
And I mean, whether regard of luck or intentionality here, we got to give it to Voltion. Doing a great job confirming situations, which is the most important aspect out of all of this.
That's purple Roman cancel. I think he's starting to get the read, although Mangaka just swinging buttons. If you make even the minor mistake, he's going to punish you for it. Match stock for Mangaka. But Voltion, I think he has gotten a little bit of a read on Mangaka. Like right there, single backdash to jump out, because Mangaka is showing several times where he's achieving multiple backdashes in that situation.
All right, this is going to be massive damage again to the corner here. CD Mangaka just doing a great job of confirming maximum damage every single time a hit is on the table.
Voltion a single hit away. Mangaka backing up and trying to play patient neutral. Not fast enough. Throw, command throw, red Roman cancel, baits the burst, doesn't burst, gets thrown. Sent for the wall, no hard knockdown here, so it is still a hard situation. Voltion's gonna have to wait to get the, no he doesn't. Immediately bursts out of the situation. Voltion pressing these buttons incredibly preemptively. Mangaka's trying to challenge the dash ups, but Voltion is challenging the dash ups so far ahead of time that the challenge gets counter hit on reaction. Ooh, just barely spaced out. And Voltion run still alive.
No, Voltion's doing a great job kind of readapting to everything that CD Mangaka's doing. Wow, a gold burst too!
Back to the very start of this entire match, opening up with dash forward, gold burst, jump back, gold burst.
And that is 100 meter for this combo.
Hard knockdown, runs up. Stagger pressure. Was expecting a reversal that entire time. Never reversed. Nah, I'm pressing the button now. That's one of the reasons why it's there. Mangaka is falling for these throws consistently, thinking that's a spot where he's like trying to challenge the stagger pressure. Doesn't get the super. Mangaka has burst and meter on it. Single backdash, then challenges.
Just once again, just challenging everything here. Nice
space the burst. Voltion getting the read back, evening it up 2-2. Voltion's figured out the flow of the match. It went from like a clean 2-0 for Mangaka, and now Voltion shaky one match and now a clean second match.
Right, exactly here.
Voltion's got the adaptation.
And as we kind of get later into the night here, you know, the players have been here all day. CD Mangaka's been running the tournament and the streams all day at the same time here. So this is at the point where if exhaustion is going to set in, it absolutely is, and you have to stay strong against your opponent here. All right, good pressure here with the RC. Going to push towards the corner here.
Using that extremely long dash to make sure he got closer to the corner, like subtle adjustment to the combo structure.
Ooh, okay.
It's pretty heavily scaled because of the 5K Roman cancel, so Chip's still got a decent amount of life. Expecting to block it.
Ooh, and I like the tricksy flair from Voltion using the RC to go backwards and do a J2K.
Jumps out of the throw. Roman cancel keeps himself safe.
Oh, and the JH catches anyway.
Anti-air was a moment too late. Gets counter hit. Mangaka on match stock. Voltion needs 2 more.
But still, the match is coming back anyway. Here, Voltion has made it this far yet. Will they fail at the finish line?
Gets resets. Thrown in the corner. Counters hit. Wasn't expecting it. Didn't confirm. Blocks the overhead.
Good pressure screen there. Oh, but the J2K too close to the ground before it gets even start up. But a DP on the Grand Viper? On the Night Raid Vortex, excuse me?
It is a lot easier to do the DP input if you're already running forward, but not able to quite kill there. Goes for the reset throw with an intense match. Voltion almost making the reverse sweep happen. Just inches away, eventually gets thrown out as Voltion is going to get 5th place in today's tournament as Mangaka advances to the top 4 for losers semifinals.
Yep, absolutely. And Monica still playing very, very strong as we go along here, doing a lot of confirmations that you're seeing in that match. That's like, okay, yes, we might be trading hits here and there, but the ultimate aspect is that I'm dealing the full-out damage to you while you're kind of just get these small little resets, and it doesn't deter me from the long run of, if I still hit you 3 times, the match is over in Soul's favor.
Absolutely. Well, Chip needs like 5, sometimes 6 hits if they're like just like the basic overhead without a Roman cancel behind them.
Right.
And if you don't get the super wall break, you lose the knockdown. You're back to neutral again. And we saw that at the end of the match, Voltion was starting all the rounds off by like slowly backing off, like he's like going to try something aggressive, like I want to be a little bit safe here. While at the start, it was like literally the very first game we saw like dash forward, like air dash forward, pressing a button. Like at the end, it was like slowly backing off carefully.
Right.
Like Voltion was recognizing that, and like that he knew that his neutral was not going as well as Mangaka's. So so many times he got a wall break but no super in order to get the knockdown. He had to reset the neutral and was in that cautious situation. He actually got hit more often than not trying to establish the +0 situation on the no super wall break. As we're going back to winners finals, as we have Havoc Noah, reigning Colorado champion, against Yinja, reigning Las Vegas champion? He has won like at least once over in the Las Vegas locals. He's returned from Colorado, Las Vegas, back to Colorado.
Yeah, I would definitely say, you know, is a champion of Las Vegas for sure here. You know, like you had mentioned earlier, NYC Chris G is now out there and kind of generally running train, but Yinja has been saying, lately I have been beating Chris a little bit more. So we're kind of getting some even power levels coming out of here.
Yeah. Using the comparison, Chris G is a really old hand in the FGC, being like running the Marvel 3 circuit for ages. With like a sheer experience and knowledge and knowing when situations, like all the various options you can pull off of them, and making decisions in neutral. However, Yinja just wildly swings like, you're going to get hit here, is like overpowering that, wait, you've got like 4 different ways you can go here. It's like, why did you choose that one? Is kind of what I'm expecting to hear. So this is basically a double rushdown situation. No one's zoning out anyone else here. Like, they're just going to like charge at each other and keep clashing the entire match. Like, jump forward, Dolphin. Moment gets hit, immediately bust out with 6P. Oh, you thought you were going to anti-air me? Nope, no, you're not. I'm going to burst.
Yeah, and they're very similar players in the aspect of, like, they like throwing out buttons kind of ahead of time and, like, feeling out what they think their opponent's going to do, throw out the button early as a prediction aspect, and then play from there. Just throw out the buttons to cover every situation. And
Absolutely.
You're seeing it a lot here from Yinja actually hitting versus Havoc Noah.
Especially the 5 H's against the Stroke the Big Trees, which has been historically one of the best options for Ino to approach due to his low profile properties. But against Mei, most of her stuff actually hits low. You can't actually get under her very easily.
Yeah.
Wake up, counter hits with the super conversion. You're going to have to try and do something on Wake Up, and I'm going to be ready for it. Counter hit immediately, sending Yinja flying.
Yeah, Yinja trying to be a little bit cheeky there with that up dolphin, but unfortunately doesn't work out there. Oh, but that one does. That's 6H.
Locked it in the air and wasn't ready for the plus frame situation. You can't 6P that. It hits the entire ground. Yinja's just like bonk, bonk, bonk.
I'm going to keep doing it until morale improves.
The Dolphins will continue until morale improves indeed.
Oh my
just
God.
barely
Again,
taking a step back so the heavy stroke doesn't meet it. The moment Yinja woke up, he got a reversal tag on that Dolphin.
Right.
He was like pre-charging it when he got hit.
Yinja's ready. Yinja's the kind of player who's always kind of ready for whatever needs to come next. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's going to be good damage, but not enough.
Next is, living up a sliver of life.
All right, yeah. Wow!
Noah throwing out the 6P preemptively, and that Roman cancel didn't help.
Yeah, just moving right into that 6P there. Yinja crying to the heavens saying, damn it.
The just block, recovering at the last moment. Backdashing, trying to challenge Yinja's plus frames. Gets hit late. Jumps froze.
Very nice there.
I think every single time Yinja's woken up, he's gotten counter hits.
Yinja is definitely going on the aspect of more buttons the better right now because, once again, Yinja can make up for the damage if Havoc Noah does make a hit.
Of course, if you look at Yinja's hands actually operating on his arcade stick, it doesn't actually feel like that. Every single button press is like slow and intentional, but like on screen it looks like he's just pressing buttons at every single instant he can.
Right.
Reset into the throw.
And that's definitely a Mei strength by comparison. Covers a lot of field space along with a lot of active frames. It just makes it super hard to go combat against her super quickly.
Backdash on wake up to avoid the jump in, and then the Guilty Gear throw, the classic wake up option. 6P's a Dolphin. Okay, did not get counter hit on wake up because he backdashed it. Got counter hit on the follow up plus frames.
All right, Mr. Ward's corner here, double HCL. Oh, just go for the command throw, but jumps right out of it. Has to burst.
Is amazingly good at knowing when that command throw is going to hit. And Yinja was like that was the first time Noah's done the command throw literally all night in any match. And Yinja just jumped out of it.
Yeah, easy enough. Once again, they are both very, they feel out their opponents a lot more than anything else here. So they're doing that really well against one another. And it's one hell of a match to watch for sure.
To the corner, just waking up jab. It's like Noah tried to go for a cheeky late overhead in order to try and get defeat any high-low opposite select blocks, and instead just okay, there it is. Yinja woke up jabbing again. Yinja using the dust in order to stay airborne for a long time, gets countered with an anti-air on the way down.
Damn. All right, now you're starting to see actually Yinja take a little bit more to the air compared to the last matches. Just kind of like maybe trying to cover that hover dash area and whatnot, making sure that they don't have to block either, because Yinja, I think, maybe starting to realize their own mortality.
You say that right as Yinja gets counter hit and immediately yellow. Anti-air super, knockdown. No meter or anything to combo off of that. Backdashes out of the close slash? That thing's got so many active frames. That's like a one-frame option to hit the opening on it.
Yeah, that was very scary, but Havoc Noah taking over with a nice XP covers a lot of options of Mei, surprisingly.
Especially all the airborne options. Mei has some of the best air mobility in the game, actually, especially of how deep her anchors hit, so it's hard to low profile her. Boom! Preemptive 6P. I don't care what you're going to do. I'm just going to press the 6P. I'm not going to wait.
Oh, and uses the stroke of victory to go under the burst here, so that leaves Yinja with no burst for at least the remainder of this round and possibly the next, depending how fast Yinja or how fast Noah gets in.
The extra overhead dust hitting late and putting Noah on match stock with a full burst and nothing from Yinja. Noah, having adapted to the insane playstyle preemptively, didn't even have opportunity to see the Dolphin came out. Noah is mashing that anti-air.
Yeah, Noah's Abari buttons are super, super good. Plays Ino in a certain way that actually uses her normals and extremely unique powers.
Empty low, not ready for it. Sent to the corner, OTG. Perfect overhead. You can't react to it. You just have to guess against Ino. Sliver of life, blocks on wake up. Yellow Roman cancel baited. The fist bump goes through.
Yeah, great stuff from Havoc Noah, really picking up at the end there, getting used to the Yinja play style. I don't believe we have a lot of Meis in Colorado, especially at the caliber of Yinja, but Havoc Noah adapting nonetheless with all the quality matches you can get on Guilty Gear Strive. Thanks to rollback.
Beautiful adaptation. Although that said, talking to Noah previously, he doesn't actually play online very much. He does it a little bit to make sure his safe jumps are real, but he spends most of his time watching match footage. Like we were talking about, he was watching a Korean. There's a Korean Eno that we'd be watching all the time, especially with Dara in the mornings. As such, Noah had the mindset to realize it doesn't matter how I'm doing in neutral. I have to make a hard read against Yinja to blow him up. I'm going to do that.
Right.
And then he trusted that his safe jumps were true safe jumps. Got hit every single time. Yinja tried to challenge those safe jumps, except once where he dashed for an extra long period of time to get an extra overhead. Except once. Yinja could never challenge those because he's practiced enough the mechanics to know he could trust those, and then he could focus on his opponent afterwards. He didn't have to just wait. Did I mistime that? Did something go on? No, he just focused straight on the Mei in front of him.
Right, exactly.
Smelling all the blood in the water.
But now we go back to losers semifinals here with CD Mangaka versus MDT Poet.
This is technically a lore match from the Dragon Ball, like back in seasons 1 and 2. Poets and Mangaka, as well as Mangaka and Ninja. And Poet and Ninja were all like the top 3 who would always be fighting over that top 1 spot in the Dragon Ball Season 2 section. So these guys have a lot of knowledge about how everyone thinks against each other.
Right.
So they've played a ton of matches, but not in Strive particularly, especially not Baiken against Seoul, especially during COVID where Poet wasn't able to show up to a large number of the locals. So I think like this mechanical matchup is unexplored on both sides, but it's very well explored from their mental standpoint.
Right.
As like they played so careful, I thought it was a button check at first. It's like they're just like staying away from each other.
Right. There's a need for safety if you go into this match here. Okay.
This is actually a rematch from it of happening in the bracket previously, as Poet is the reason that Mangaka is in loser's bracket.
So this is the time. This is the time to make a comeback here. Get some revenge.
And it was 3-2.
Yeah.
It was a close match the entire way through.
Oh, base out the DP, but doesn't actually punish the DP, but this will be fine nonetheless here. MDP Poet getting on the board first. All right, nice Johnson. He's going to push him to the corner here. All right, 6K, 6K again, 6K again. And CD Manga playing too respectfully there in that situation. Gets counter hit on the third one. Oh, that's so unfortunate. No meter to actually, or has the meter, but doesn't cancel into a super or anything else. But the counter will do it. CD Manga nodding respectfully.
MDP Poet with Baiken taking the first round back.
All right, so MDP Poet seems to be playing very confidently here. Let's see if CD Manga is able to get their feet on the ground here.
Neither side having a true full screen option, and Night Raid Vortex not beating very many of Baiken's options. They're just like playing slow and careful at full screen, and the moment they get close to each other, they're pushing buttons back and forth. Poet not trying to challenge the -2 situation, Mangaka bashing out of it and reclaiming neutral position with the corner pressure.
CD Manga just playing just patient enough, realizing, oh no, the DP didn't come out!
This is the corner pressure. Wow. Just challenges the jump over.
JP the God. All right, nice 6H there. Just going to continue the pressure. Going to get the corner here. No burst to speak of on MDP Poet's side.
Recovered in time from the whiffed close slash in order to backdash out. Mangaka getting corner pressure again, challenging the cross-up situation.
Yeah, that 5K just being able to cover so much thanks to his 3 frames of power.
Getting the full corner carry. I think Poet was looking to get a yellow Roman cancel at the moment it got blocked, but Mangaka baited it and was able to handle the scramble situation afterwards. Evening up the score count.
Yeah, CD Manga, you can never count CD Manga out. It's just a definitely kind of player who's like over time just kind of heats up a little bit more, gets more confident, enjoys the game a little bit more, and you're starting to see like a lot of these conversions come through here and just playing super strong.
Poet challenging the Fafnir on Wake Up, losing 90% of his life in just 2 touches. The hard knockdown, jumps out of the throw.
And when a situation just doesn't matter when you have a 3-frame 5K to cover 2 situations at once here.
Backdashes the round start option and gets a full run-up throw.
Even thanks to the tether there, it makes 5K another viable option for CD Manga as MDP Poet goes for something tricky, but now has the corner here. Let's see what CD Manga does. Ooh,
challenging the full screen run-up throw, providing his own run-up throw. Wake Up. That looked like a burst bait. Double burst bait.
Maybe potentially. I think it was just kind of a weird situation that CD Manga found themselves in, crossing up into the corner on accident. These things happen.
I think that burst was mandatory because look at how much life Poet has. If one more hit in that combo went through, so Mangaka using the Roman cancel as well as the jump in order to burst bait. Gets the throw. CD Mangaka one match away from getting into top 3.
Where whoever the winner of this is will face Yinja for a chance to go against the current person in Grand Finals winner's side, Havoc Noah.
You know how I mentioned like early Dragon Ball here in Colorado? It was like Mangaka, Poet, and Yinja. Currently, our top 4 is Mangaka, Poet, Yinja, and Noah.
Yo, these DBFZ players out here playing for their lives right now. Interesting. So Indie Poet, despite having the tether on CD Mangaka, just opted like to backdash out of the situation so they don't have to deal with anything soul-wise. Owen blocks it, but it's too far away to punish.
Poet was doing that entire time, like this in and out dance, trying to get Mangaka to press a button, because Mangaka was like barely in negative penalty the entire time. Poet was trying, you have to come forward and press a button, you have to come forward and press a button. Not quite working out, but a really wonderful play stop. Using the plus frames on the tatami mats, able to challenge the situation.
And now CD Mangaka finds the corner here against Indie Poet. Just trying to backdash out here. And yeah, that's a nice PRC there. Has another 50 meters to work with here, so has to make most of it Indie Poet. Will they be able to keep the pressure on? It's looking good so far. There we go. Nice chain game there. Going to push it towards the corner here. Full conversion. Oh, doesn't break the wall, though, and damn, I bet MDP Poet wishes that it did.
The last hit, the tatami mat, catching it so that Mangaka couldn't do anything after the Roman cancel.
Oh,
the counter
no.
hits, not able to confirm. Mangaka has to, has the faultless defense. Any reversal from Poet, which is not going to have a chance as he gets counter hit for it. Yeah. Mangaka putting up the fist bump, 3-1.
Yeah, Mangaka is just always really, really good about converting into full damage from any sort of hit, and that is just the CD Mangaka special. And it's scary. It's scary when you have a character like Soul on screen, because when you're able to take the opportunity to say, I have very good moves, I know how to use them, and I can convert them into, 40 to 50% life combos.
And I've got Okazemi on all options, and by the way, I like breaking the wall.
Right.
And he's also willing to take random risks on just like full screen Night Raid Vortex, although we didn't see it here because there weren't any specific moves that that Baiken could throw out that would be easily low profile by them. But he's willing to take risks on just like Wake Up Wild Throw occasionally. But he reserves the true Dragon Punch for like really rare situations, so you're never ready for it.
Right.
Like that level of extreme adaptability and consistency from Mangaka is a terror to fight against. Just like a ton of sharks who have dressed up as dolphins for Halloween that he's facing with an old rematch against Yinja, who's returned from Vegas just this last week.
We'll be here for a couple months here, so this is the opportunity that if you're in the local area and you want to get May practice, Yinja is here to play and stay for at least 2 months. So roll out to Aki, roll out to the Improper Popoff Arena for the Guilty Gear whenever they have it, and get some matches in. We're always happy to have new folks around here. All right. So we are going back in. CD Mangaka, Soul, Yinja, May.
Mangaka's going to have to keep everything absolutely perfectly tight. That's how Noah shut down Yinja, by having every single safe jump perfectly hitting frame 1, counter hitting it so that Yinja could never wiggle on Wake Up.
Right. We're seeing the stars of the same kind of matchup that Yinja has been employing the entire way here.
Not quite getting the Kara cancel Fafnir you need in order to get the Oki there. Getting the 6S punish, thrown back to the corner for a huge amount of damage for that one frame misinput.
Gosh, that was so much damage on Yinja's side.
Reset straight into the throw. Oh, Yinja dropped it for the once in a long time.
Right. A little bit unfortunate there, but it doesn't matter anyway. Yinja gets the first round.
Mangaka preemptively 6P'ing a dolphin, but Yinja did the up dolphin instead. I'm not going to let you do May stuff in the air. Again, Mangaka actually missed the timing on the Kara Fafnir, so it just went an inch too little. Yinja popping off, shouting out how OD is as he gets 6H counter hit. Drops the link. I did feel a tiny frame lag spike in there. I'm kind of hoping it's because like, we've got this alt-tab situation on the video on our monitor right now.
I mean, we'll see what happens here. But they're definitely having a good time yelling at one another as they do. You know, long-time friends
straight
with the
back
BFC.
into the next match. Oh, that 6P getting counter hit by the last moment by the anchor. 6S'ing, trying to like take advantage of the situation. Although Mei is minus there, no buttons are going to reach. You have to get up your turn by dashing forward to challenge her. Yinja making Mangaka look easy.
Right, Yinja playing super, super strong right now against CD Mangaka.
The 6S reversal whiffs the jump in and challenges with the overwhelming power of the Soul 5K and gets counter hit on Oki, not trying to deal with the Fafnir card cancel. Just runs up close slash.
Oh,
6-8 round
again.
start. Gets the red Roman cancel, drops the combo, resets in the corner.
Yeah, and once again, CD Mangaka.
I apologize. Mangaka's not easy because he gets the perfect.
And CD Mangaka, once again, just showing the power and the ability of doing a lot of great confirms off the moves and having the confidence around that just makes CD Mangaka access all the moves that they have even better.
The stagger pressure, the delayed frame trap, both situations. Yinja getting hit twice in a row. Not enough time in order to burst. Gets locked out by the wall splat. The instant overhead, not ready for it.
Yeah, that's a great follow-up to the Dolphin there. Up Dolphin back. Gonna break through the wall again? Oh, absolutely not. Not
Drops
quite
the combo.
yet.
Tried to go for the full charge to get the extra damage. Oh, you have the ability to like stop time and like do any button you want. Hold the Dolphin.
Right.
Bursts.
Oh!
Bates the gold burst.
All right. CD Mangaka.
1-1 on the board.
All right, so great stuff there. Keeping aware there. Wow, just a raw bandit bringer to start off the match here, and then up Dolphin to bring it on
Wakes up
back.
throw. We're playing Guilty Gear. And then Yinja getting hit multiple times by the stagger pressure there. Then suddenly starts respecting it, letting Mangaka swap to stagger into throw.
Wow, wow, wow.
They've done this before.
And they broke 50 meter apiece here at the same time. Just gonna get a back throw here. Yinja, nice cross up.
Bates the reversal. Doesn't get the close slash juggle. Didn't have the meter in order to get the full wall break. But Yinja's in a bad spot. Each of those hits from Bandit Revolver doing a lot of chip damage, a lot of risk on the field. Gets 6P'd. Soul's far slash hits high profile. Yinja sends it all the way back to the other corner. Crossed up 6P'd in the right direction.
Yeah,
The two of them still laughing over the clash situation.
Yeah. They're having a great time. It could be tournament play, but you know what? There's always time to have fun with video games.
But they're serious business.
When there's money on the line with the extra 150 pot bonus here, I absolutely understand at the same time. And you can see Yinja now just playing a much longer range game.
That backdash, that run-up backdash in the stride, you can't react to all the options presented after a dash-up situation. You have to challenge it. Yinja baited out the reversal from Mangaka and got a nearly round-winning combo off of it. Mangaka sends it back into the corner because Yinja was not able to get the wall break with a super and challenges out of the corner pressure.
Right, when you have one jab that needs to do it all, there's a lot of small gaps in this game here, and Yinja's definitely the kind of person who's willing to gamble and Nabari on that.
6P, barely catching the late frames of the heavy slash on the way down. There.
Ooh.
Full screen run-up throw.
Ooh, no screen run-up throw.
We're playing Guilty Gear. We're waking up throw.
Wow, and what a block from CD Mangaka. Getting that nice instant block there to make sure that Yinja stays very, very close.
So one thing that Mangaka probably should be doing is that whenever clash situations, you can actually cancel into faultless defense. It's absolutely free. If you're going to be committing to a DP on wake up, hold on to faultless defense and block. That would have actually gotten him out of the situation, and he probably would not have died off of the following conversions.
Yeah, it's, when you get, especially into the tournament nerves aspect of things, it makes it a lot harder for CD Mangaka, still having the person of awareness, try to throw a DP out there and make the most of it as they can.
Burst bait wasn't close enough to get the 2H starter that he wants for the optimal juggle combos. But still, started off good life lead. And gets a solid, try to go for the reset with the second bandit bringer.
Let's see here, just trying to get out of the corner just a little bit. Was trying to fight their way out, but
Yinja's 6P is better than Soul's.
Oh, and an overhead kiss throw. This is going to be so much damage.
Down. Yinja on match points.
All right, CCD Manga can bring it back here with a little bit more energy. Nice tech.
Takes the basic throw.
Wow.
The counter hit, but they trade, and Mangaka was on the losing end of that trade. How much damage was? Counseled into heavy slash. The full juggle.
All right. Oh.
He got all the way to the corner, and he gets the super break. That conversion.
Yep, nice burst through the wall here. Gonna get a little bit of meter to work with. See, Monka absolutely needs it. Doesn't block the YRC.
Uses 6S to challenge the potential minus frames on the faster Dolphin. Gets the full juggle. Mangaka keeping the run alive. One stock each.
All right, here we go.
Smash is still going on the other stream. Improper Popoff 1. So we can still call them stocks.
All right.
Sends to the corner and catches the backdash of a far slash.
Yeah, see Manga trying to play it a little bit more conservatively, it seems like here, but it's not working against a player like Ninja.
His burst gets baited. That's huge.
That is so unfortunate.
Ninja still has burst in case Mangaka gets out of the situation. No meter in order to go for it. Mangaka uses his meter. Yinja blocks mid there. You actually saw Mei standing up. We saw against Noah, he was never blocking low. The late backdash. So the forward dash and strive is too slow to be a true mix-up. You're going to be able to block on reaction. The backdash, however, is a lot faster. If you have a big far-reaching button, like Mei's heavy slash in the air, or Ramthal's normal slash in the air, then you actually can get a falling 50-50 situation like that. But it's really rare to see that in Guilty Gear, as our contestants are still talking about the last moment situation. As like Yinja throwing out little punches, describing all of the mix options. Yinja barely Yinja putting a powerful win on the board and getting his rematch in grand finals against Havoc Noah.
Yeah, and Noah, the kind of person who, honestly, tournament over tournament, I've always seen, kind of gets into like the grand final situation and kind of takes a little bit of a while to warm up. But
he's had that warm-up against Yinja already. And that very first game against Yinja ran over Noah. But then Noah was able to bring it back all the way. Noah might already have that warm-up on hand. So...
All right, so let's see what Noah's supposed to be able to do here against Yinja. As we get into grand finals here, we have Noah, Havoc Noah, coming from the winner's side here, and Yinja coming from the loser's side. So has to win 2 sets against Havoc Noah to be able to take the tournament here.
Absolutely, as Yinja is instructing Noah on the single best song to play, which apparently is Trigger. Actually, a bit earlier today, we saw Yinja swapping the song around to Milia's theme, the Subhuman Self. This time we're rocking Giovanna's theme on the grand finals, as Yinja doesn't seem to care that he's lost to Noah once today. He's just having fun and rocking out to the music.
Hey, I mean, you get to be back home with all your friends that you made along the way for the past few years. How can you not be happy?
So because Yinja's coming back home, we can't say this is Colorado versus Las Vegas.
No, we can't, but I think Yinja will kill us if we don't.
This is totally Colorado versus Las Vegas.
Yeah.
As you can see my eyes going side to side.
Oh my God, what a fast match. 87 seconds left on the clock. Oh my God.
Dolphin counter hitting the dive? Bonk.
Oh, catch the backdash
Noah
again.
trying to backdash the pressure and instead is going to hit a Yinja. One hit too many to get the wall splat.
All right, gonna push towards the corner here. The YRC's gonna push out, but Noah has a long way to go. But if anyone can do it, it is Havoc Noah.
Yinja now has the meter to do either another YRC or to go for a super on Wake Up, which he wakes up with jab again.
Yeah, very good awareness to know that the note was a little bit too far away from Havoc Noah and couldn't make that gap.
He just chicken blocked the jab set just coming out.
All right, so
Noah is currently informing Yinja that that backdash was a misinput.
I wouldn't be surprised. Seeing a move charging in front of you and then trying to backdash it, it fools Aaron, even for Havoc Noah.
So both of them are playing on a traditional arcade stick with an actual lever. It's possible to accidentally get backdash. You like hold down back, it's like, wait, I didn't mean to that. Wait, I actually want back, and you'll actually get backdash if you're not careful about it. It is pretty common, especially in Dragon Ball in the air. You'll get a lot of air backdashes accidentally for similar situations because the air backdash will take down back as well, backdash input as well. Ninja thrown into the corner of an early setup, getting low profile by the heavy stroke of the tree, not wanting to deal with the Eno pressure, immediately bursts out of it.
Oh, nice up dolphin there, trying to get out of the corner here and steals it back from Havoc Noah.
Taking plus frames, recovers in time to block the dolphin. Nope, not getting out of this. I tried. Punishes. No, that was a counter hit. Ninja pressed another button.
All right,
plus frames.
Yeah.
And it's an overhead. It's a guard crush situation, so you have to block it. That number was still purple, actually, so it was going to do a lower damage amount if that didn't kill right there.
But overall, it does not matter Havoc Noah. Havoc Noah knows when he has one mix-up left to be able to finish it off here. He's really good at gauging damages.
Guilty Gear, we're playing Guilty Gear, wake up throw. But double air dash, the second one doing a slash with a heavy counter hit. And Ninja not blocking any of the extra overheads. Goes for it again and decides to burst out.
Ooh, and that reaches so freaking high.
Not able to fly out with the up anchor. Noah, two matches away from taking the tournament. Well, Ninja's got 5.
Yeah, it's a very tall order for Ninja, but still playing very, very well. But uses the stroke to big tree to go into the far slash.
Far slash getting low profile. Ninja escaping the corner and getting counter hit in neutral. Back to the corner again. No meter. All that meter gone on that faultless defense that did force Noah to take a risk to get back in. That did get a counter hit and had to burst out of it. Oh, wall break.
Wow.
That pixel.
Yep, and one more mix-up will do it once again. That's such a hard situation. Havoc Noah's just been running a train on Ninja for the last 3 rounds. Oh!
So, a little subtle thing, Noah actually did a jab on one of those jumps in order to change the timing on it to convince Ninja to challenge at the wrong moment. The long air dash, that's still a safe jump.
Oh my gosh.
It's a safe jump. It auto burst baits Noah one set away from taking the whole tournament. And the $150 pot bonus at double IPA 2.
Noah just wants to go home. Noah has like another hour and a half drive before he gets back to his place.
Yeah, I believe he lives farther north. I believe somewhere between Loveland and Fort Collins.
Yeah. Wow!
The double
just
flash.
remember when I did that last match? That was funny. What if I do that again? Yeah. Everyone will have a laugh, especially Havoc
double
Noah.
backdash from Ninja, getting away from the first pop, but not the second one.
All right, Havoc Noah's been sickened to death. It's like, what are you doing, you sick child? Enough of these shenanigans.
Do you have an anchor?
No.
You're not a sick child. Noah on tournament stock. As we still have Smash going on our other stream, Improper Popoff 1. Bonk. Plus frames. Tries to jump out of it, chicken blocks because Ninja went for a slower button.
Right, and Havoc Noah's absolutely fine with just waiting out the opportunity.
Cross up counter hit. Noah tried to anti-air it, but it hit so deep the low profile didn't go through. The backdash gets hit by the second jab. Ninja, I don't know. I'm not out of this tournament yet. Let's get 7 letters on the board.
Right. Oh, nice far slash though to catch out Ninja's ability to Abari mash there.
Burst is back for Ninja.
Knocked down again.
Uses it the moment it comes back.
All right, yeah, you're seeing that far slash there to prevent Ninja from doing anything to approach.
Oh, but because Ninja went for the slower Dolphin, the slower slash traded as they exchanged fist bumps, and Noah maintains his status as the reigning champion of Colorado, winning double Improper Popoff Arena number 2, and the $150 prize pot bonus for today.
And it was kind of funny because I was talking with Havoc Noah a little bit earlier, and he was lamenting the fact that, every time that there's extra money kind of involved in a tournament, he's lost those tournaments specifically.
But not this one.
Yeah, not this one. Finally breaks out the curse here, and Havoc Noah returning to perfect form, winning out in double IPA.
Able to put a stop to Ninja's reign of SeaWorld terror.
But you know what? On Ninja's side, Ninja's happy because Ninja is going to be here for a while. We'll have the opportunity to play Havoc Noah a little bit more and get that revenge and take that experience back home.
Exactly. At, I believe, 2 weeks from now, from yesterday, we're also having our monthly at Akihabara Arcade, hosting as many games as we can fit in the damn schedule.
Exactly.
Where I'm looking forward to seeing a rematch between Ninja and Havoc Noah.
Yeah, that'll be exciting to see for sure. But as for us, I don't know if we are going to be hosting anything else on this side here, if we're going to be closing out for the night and everything's going to be on Improper Popoff 1.
Which is still running a Smash stream going on Improper Popoff 1 at our Improper City in Denver, Colorado, as we have Smash tournaments nearly every Monday here at IPA. Do we have a Discord link somewhere? I don't think we do.
I don't believe we do, but it's fine. We have a Facebook, we have an Instagram. I mean, you have the address there.
You'll find
know where to
there's
go.
like this thingy right here. You'll find us.
Yeah, just check out here Improper City.
There.
Wonderful bar and cafe and work away from home place
And
for everyone.
they do actually serve bagels, unlike that one time Google asked me if they serve bagels and I accidentally said no because I thought they were just a bar.
You just wanted to save it for yourself. I understand. You just wanted the bagels for you. Oh, gosh.
As the rest of the contestants have broken out and are chatting about the situation, as I'm going to hand over the commentary reins to our tournament organizer, CD Mangaka, with a couple words before he closes out the tournament for us.
All right, bring it on in, buddy.
Woo! Ryoto, it's so beautiful to finally get to work with you in this.
Hey, absolutely. Thank you so much for bringing us on board here.
Hey, absolutely, my friends. That was a beautiful Strive tournament. Shoutouts to the entire top 8. At 7th place, we had Billy Bobbin and Teddy. At 5th place, we had Pip and... Well, it was Voltion. Okay, that's right. Voltion and Pip. I can't remember where everything went.
No, it's fine. It's
Right?
fine. I'm giving you the floor.
Poet. 3rd, hi, it's your boy, more than just a TO commentator, stream runner. Kind of good. I'm kind of nice. 2nd place, Yinja. Again, the surprise visit. This event was just awesome for the fact that he got to be here. And of course, 1st place, the god, the GOAT of Colorado himself, Havoc Noah. Y'all, we really need to figure out how to play the matchup.
Well, hey, look, I'm coming back. I've been playing a lot more as of late. I've been training while no one's been looking. Well, I won't say I've got on a positive side of Noah.
Right.
I did take tournament set levels from Noah, so
Killer.
It might be time for me to come back to these events and whatnot.
Always miss having you around.
Hey, I miss being around.
You're just positivity. Is what you is.
Hey, I like bringing that positivity to equally positive folks. So the double positive pop-off arena.
My favorite thing tonight was actually Billy Bobbin, who just told me, like, thank you. This is my first FGC event ever.
Oh, really?
His first event. Man shows up to his first event online, gets 7th place out of like a 26-man bracket, and there's strong people in this bracket.
Yeah.
And fighting his Anji, I was like, yo, this kid's good. This kid's got it. I could dissect it, but this kid's good.
Right.
If he adjusts, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, the thing is, just a lot of, like you said, nervousness. And like, kind of like that first tournament nervousness. Now it makes a lot of sense because it's like, okay, I see kind of the ramping up, the getting more used to combos, reading situations. It just kind of leveled throughout the whole way. And it's like, if that was your first event, yeah, that exists.
What a hell of a place to start. And he said, like, this has been amazing. The people have been so welcoming and so positive. And that's exactly what the Colorado FGC is. Positivity. And the fact that I finally got to bring that properly into Improper Popoff Arena, see the pun, makes my heart just giddy with glee. And thank each and every one of you for tuning in, checking out. These VODs will be done in the next few days, timestamped on the usual Improper Popoff YouTube. And as well as that, I got to figure out how to rework a couple scheduling things and staffing things because, as you all know, Ludi, my right-hand man for this, he's going to be done helping out at the tournaments for a while. He'll be around, but he's not going to do it regularly anymore. So I got to figure out how I'm going to keep Smash running and how I can bring the FGC in here because FGC is my home. FGC are my peeps.
Right.
And I got to show you all that tonight, and thank you all for tuning in so much for that. From the bottom of my heart, it's CD Mangaka, it's Carla Neimer. Thank you.
Much love as always. You all have a good one, everyone, and we'll see you all next time.